When you're immensely successful in this business, your peers may view you with a lot of envy because it's trendy for these so-called friends to come up off of Wendy. Let's discuss. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So full disclaimer, y'all, just like Wendy, I feel absolutely awful. Absolutely awful, y'all. So if my energy is low, that's the reason why I'm not really at 100%, but I'm just here to do what I do, which is to push through and make this content for you. But y'all, today I want to talk about Wendy Williams. Now, you guys, I never really toot my own horn. I'm a very humble individual. Probably I'm not my own cheerleader like I should be. But I will say, in regards to Wendy Williams, I predicted everything that happened. If you guys go back on my channel, I had two videos about her. I think one was the problem with Wendy Williams, and the other one was why Wendy Williams needs to retire. I'll link those two videos down below if I remember. Now, I'm a small channel, so a lot of people didn't see the video, but I will say literally everything I talked about in those two videos legit came to pass in her life. And I could gloat about it, but I will say it's pretty sad that I was somewhat spot on, because Wendy Williams is just going out so badly, y'all. So badly. It's really sad to watch, to be honest. Straight out the gate, y'all, I want to address this whole entire fingering situation. The story about her fingering herself. Now, you guys, for one, it's kind of weird and interesting how the media works, because if you guys don't know, that story was leaked from her staff way back in 2020 when she was doing basically the At Home with Wendy show, when she was filming in her kitchen just looking a disheveled hot ass mess. They tried to do an at-home virtual edition of Wendy, and she just could not do it, y'all. It was really bad to watch. I honestly don't even think they have any of those videos up on her YouTube channel. It was that bad. But if you guys don't know, before the pandemic, she was single and she was out there dating all these men, and one person that she was dating was her DJ Booth. And after that story about her came out, about her fingering herself and, yelling obscenities at her staff, y'all, it's almost funny to talk about it. But y'all, I always believed that story because right after it leaked, she went ahead and fired DJ Booth and replaced her with DJ Sus1. And I'm just And DJ Booth even came out and said that the problem ain't me, the problem is Wendy. There's something going on, she needs to address her demons. Something to that effect, DJ Booth said. But instead of people listening to him, Denbar and Mercury pretty much probably silenced DJ Booth, because we haven't really heard anything from him since. But those demons that she's facing have carried over into today, because Wendy Williams is going through a very, very tough internal battle, y'all. Now, her publicists and her team and management can say that, oh, it's Graves' disease, oh, she had COVID, blase, blase. But my thing is, if she had all these things, why is her son giving her an ultimatum to get better? Why would her son have to give her an ultimatum to take care of herself and basically not relapse if her issues were just COVID and Graves' disease? Now, I'm not trying to defame this girl's name, but we all know that Wendy Williams has a history with drug use and a history with a problem with drugs. And in my opinion, this is what happened. And I've said this before in those two videos I'm going to link below. A homegirl was lonely after her divorce. She was in the house by herself. She didn't want to work. She didn't want to do nothing. She wanted to be up under a man. Homegirl was lonely. She was lonely, and the best way to cope with her loneliness was pills and alcohol, or alcohol and whatever her drug of choice was. Now, that's just alleged, it's not a fact, but 9 times out of 10, my opinions become a fact. Wendy Williams went ahead and relapsed. That's my opinion. I'm pretty intuitive. That's just what I see. And it's sad because things have escalated to a point where she may not return to her show at all. Now, B. Scott already leaked from a very reliable source who basically works on the Wendy show that they don't know if she's coming back. Wendy Williams has not been in contact with anybody in the show, and they didn't know her whereabouts up until last week, where when her son Kevin posted a picture of him and her and tagged that they were in Miami. So we know that she's down in Florida hopefully in rehab or hopefully taking care of herself, but she's down in Florida and there's just no sign or insight if she's going to come back to New York or not. And another sad thing is, y'all, that now whether you want to admit it or not, whether you like Wendy Williams or not, you have to admit that the whole entire daytime television landscape has been dry as hell without Wendy Williams. Dry as hell. And then on top of that, Ellen DeGeneres also is not on her show anymore, so we don't have her. The Real, in my opinion, has become The Pill, very sleep-inducing. What else is there? The Talk, I'm surprised they're still even on air, to be honest. Like, and The View is like, let's keep it real. The View is not entertaining without Meghan McCain. I'm going to just keep it real. Say what you guys want about Meghan McCain. She kept the show interesting and entertaining with her BS. So with that being said, y'all, daytime television is just down and out, negative 100 points. Another thing I don't like, y'all, is these so-called friends and peers of hers that are all like hovering like vultures around the Wendy Williams show. Now, I know we're in show business and one monkey doesn't stop no show. Everybody has to keep on going and get the money. I understand all that, but at the same time, like, they're getting all these people to fill in for her and it just is not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, it's not... Like, Wendy Williams, granted, has sat up on her show for years, not really preparing for anything, not giving us quality content, quality news, but herself is an entertaining individual, and we have come to know and love Wendy Williams, so we love her and respect her, and we continue to watch her show out of brand loyalty, to be honest with you. But y'all, these people that are filling in for her are just so effing lame to me, y'all, and it just feels like everybody is coming in to host this show so they can go ahead and get their own show, which I can't blame them. Go out and make a name for yourself and do you, but it's like everybody is pretending to be her friends, but yet they want to come for her spot at the same time. They've had Nick Cannon host the show, who already has his own show, which do you guys watch Nick Cannon's show? Because I heard it's not doing that well in the ratings. No shade to Nick Cannon. I like Nick Cannon, but how do you guys feel about the Nick Cannon show? Then we have Leah Remini, who got her own show. Leah Remini, I don't have an issue with her. She's cool, I guess. And then there's Sherri Shepherd, which now that's karma on Wendy Williams' part, because Wendy talked cash money about Sherri Shepherd, and now Sherri Shepherd has her spot, but I digress. And then there's Michael Rappaport, who I don't like. I don't like when he showed his white card when he came for King and Moore on Watch What Happens Live. And then there's Fat Joe and Remy Ma. No. And then there's like a slew of other people who hosted the show that we just don't give a fuck about, to be honest with you. We don't care. Just call it something else at this point. Like, Wendy Williams, I love her to pieces, but she needs to go ahead and retire anyway. I just feel like she needs to get better so she can have like a send-off show or a send-off season, and then just put a wrap on that. Like, girl, 10 plus years is a good run at anything. Wendy Williams, like, I want her to get better, but at the same time, she needs to realize it's time. But circling back to these people hosting the show, I just feel like it just goes to show how cutthroat this industry is. Like, you can think that, you know, certain friends and certain peers will have your back and rooting for you. Whole time they're really just plotting on you. But yeah, y'all, what's next for Wendy Williams? To be honest with you, if she makes it back, like I said, and is healthy, she needs to have like at least a send-off episode or a send-off season and just close the chapter on the Wendy Williams show, because it's more than time for this to just kind of like, you know, fall to the wayside. Not really fall to the wayside, but just be wrapped up with a nice little bow. But the thing is, though, it just proves that time and time again the industry has not put resources and backing behind newer people to be the next big thing. Like, they keep relying on the same people to do the same thing, give the same performance, with not realizing that they're human too, and sometimes they're not going to be at 100%. Like, they need to start investing in the next generation of everything, of entertainers across the board. TV hosts, news anchors, music artists, actors, reality stars, like all of it. Like, we need to start beefing up the next big thing, because the people that are at the top are slowly falling off the cliff, y'all. They're tired, they're burnt out. We need the next wave of entertainers to come in. And there needs to be institutions that set up artist development across the board with everybody in the entertainment industry. We need to start grooming the new raw talent for greatness. But yeah, y'all, I hope Wendy Williams is better. I hope she feels better, and I hope she's able to make it to the throne at least for one episode. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.